Good morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning, everybody. Nice to see you guys. I wanted to just take a moment to speak about one of the things I see as the biggest issue in birth and pregnancy. What I find, hi, good morning. What I'm finding is, well, this is the predominant conversation that I'm hearing, that there's fear around, good morning, love, that there's fear around pregnancy and birth. And if you look at that, this idea of fear around pregnancy and birth, fear around death, we have those in our daily lives too, right? So fear around starting a project, fear around stepping out into something, fear around, starting a relationship, fear. There's lots of fear. But I see that in birth and in labor, in this work I'm doing, there's a lot of fear around the unknown. And that mystery is there for a reason. It's there for a, good morning, Portland. Oh, how you doing, girl? Oh, how's Portland right now? This idea that something is happening in the unknown. Now, one of the things I've discovered is when I traveled around the world, which I like to do because I love to learn about birth in other places and other cultures. When I have studied birth in other cultures, life and death are happening still in the home. And that's the difference with our culture here in America. Birth and death don't happen in the home anymore. And that causes a fear around something that's a mystery, something that's out there. I've spoken about this before, but because I did, there's lots of questions in my inbox. So I thought I'd kind of elaborate. Some of the things about the mystery is that you embrace it. Yes, we are distanced from life. True heart, yes, we are. Yes, we are. And that is life. Birth and death are life. And if we can reframe that thought about there being fear around it, about there's something that's happening out there and we can't do anything about it. But we can celebrate and honor the way we come in and the way we go out. Does that make sense? But I do get, and I do really feel that this is a huge piece of why women in labor or who are pregnant start to have this fear the closer we get. But what if we reframe that? And what if we thought, okay, I haven't done this before. I don't know hello, Nick. I don't know what this is. But maybe I can embrace the mystery. Maybe I can say there are some things that are beyond my knowledge, and I just have to drop into trust. And I just have to drop into belief and faith in my body, myself, the design, the infinite wisdom, the knowledge, all of that. I'm just going to drop into that, and I'm going to believe that, and I'm going to ride that wave to that mystery. I'm always curious about what you are chopping. So soothing. Oh, today I am doing a ratatouille. Believe it or not. So right now I'm chopping up some of the vegetables for the ratatouille. Yeah, I did my juice already, so we're not doing that. Thanks for asking. But yeah, does anyone have any questions around that idea? Like, how we are when we start to have a relationship, that there's fear around it. We all desire relationships. We all want to be in relatedness with somebody. But don't we have that niggling fear of, oh, this is going to be scary, this is going to be hard, and there's something that kind of keeps us from it. So there's that idea that, there are things that we are afraid of, but we do them anyway. There's things that we're afraid of, or they stop us. And I'm asking, to think about the possibility that you can just embrace that unknown, embrace that place that is unfamiliar to you, and kind of look to it as this is life. I'm going to have ups and downs. I'm going to go through situations that are scary and vulnerable, and I might not have say and control. And, but who says that all the time? The what ifs. Yes. We are so scared of the mystery. Yes, love. Oh, that's the truth. And I want to change that. And this is what I invite my clients to do, to step into the mystery, to lean into the mystery and know that the mystery has taken care of us all this time. And why would it stop? And yes, it's scary to step out on your own. It's scary to go into a new job. It's scary to quit a job. It can be scary for the first time mom to have a baby. And it can be beautiful. It can be life-changing. It can be empowering. It can be the most magnificent moment of your life. It could be a rite of passage. So it's just about changing that idea. Fear came up for me yesterday that I couldn't hold my pregnancy and that I am not ready. Okay, I'm going to ask you, do you know that to be true? Is that something that came from you, love? Or is it something that you saw, heard, or embraced that's in your energetic field? Did you see it on TV? Like, where did that come from? It didn't just come from somewhere. It might be outside sources speaking to you. It could be old birth stories that you heard from somebody. To believe we are not alone. We are not alone. And in whatever framework that you believe that to be true, whether you believe in God or you believe in infinite wisdom or you follow the Orishas or whatever it is, or you're just a nature lover and that's how you connect to spirit, you just have to know that in this whole design, you're not alone. It would be very egotistical of us to think that we are doing this all on our own. Right? But I do have some really amazing atheist friends who really feel that it's just this, and they're empowered by it. And so we're great friends, even though I don't believe that. We're great friends because they're amazing beings. And I'm always learning something from them. It was in my immediate environment from community living. Yes, love. Okay, so this is what I tell my clients, that you have to decide who you are and what you believe. And you also have to decide, what's true for you. Because yes, everybody has an opinion. And these opinions sometimes are good, sometimes are bad. And if you don't figure out who you are and what you believe, then somebody else is going to be raising your kids. Because there's no place that has more opinions than motherhood. And everyone's right. Right? So I'm going to just say that once you find out for yourself what you believe to be true, whether it's attachment parenting, breastfeeding, whether it's co-sleeping or not, you decide, you get clear, and then you can say, thank you for your opinion. We got it figure it out. We're doing this. Thank you. And you just keep on moving. I hope that helps. Let's see. All our ancestors are inside us, literally. Yes, I walk with my ancestors on the daily. And I just feel like if everybody did that, you would know that you're guided, your footsteps are guided. You would know that you're not alone. And you could ask questions, ask opinions. Ask them what they think. I'm talking to my mother all the time. And she is, she's been gone from this plane since 2014. But we're closer now. I just can't touch her on the physical, right? But I hear her. And I feel her. So she's around. I would invite everybody to do that, especially if there's questions that you have about, who you are and what you're up to, where you're going. If you're sad, it might be a disconnect from yourself and spirit. So check them, ask them. Had children very young before fear took hold, and it was beautiful. We need to live outside of fear always. So hard, but life exists after fear, and where we started without fear. Yes. Beautiful, beautifully said. Yes, when you're younger, sometimes you either have no fear or you have all the fear, right? But yes, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Remember that. Yes, true heart. Alexandria, that is the powerful truth. Yes, it is. And everybody can find it for themselves, which is really groovy. Does anyone have any questions for me before I hop off and begin my very full day of prenatal appointments or anything like that? Is everybody cool? Everybody doing well? Okay. Well, I just wanted to share that because it did come up in my direct messages about why there's so much fear around birth. For Black women, there's fear around birth for other reasons, as we all know. But for any recommendations for heartbreak, oh, my darling, I'm sorry that you're going through that. I would suggest first doing the things that you need to soothe yourself. Heartbreak is one of those life things, right? We're always going to do it, but bravo for you for stepping out into love and for trying it on and being present to it. That takes courage, and you did it, right? So more love will come. You already know this. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. More love will come, right? But in the meantime, it's really great to heal yourself and soothe your heart by checking in. Who was I? How did I show up? Was I really completely in 100% for this love? Was I transparent, or did I drop into some roles or some characters, or, was I authentic in the relationship? That's all you can do. And you can answer those questions, yes or no. And then if you were a yes, give yourself props. If you were a no, just, look at it, check it, and say, okay, next time we'll do better. Find out the areas that you struggled, and the next time we'll do better. That's all you can do. To beat yourself up about it is not going to do you or your next partner any good, because then you'll come in a victim. Then you'll come in giving all your power away to this partner, right? Nobody wants that. Everybody just wants true transparency. And you can't shapeshift for somebody. You can't go in there, looking for somebody who was there before, and you're now going, oh, okay, this person doesn't like that, so I'm going to be this. This person doesn't like that, I'm going to be this. That's not going to be helpful. And also, you don't want to do the reach back. You don't want to reach back in relationships for that last man, that last woman. You don't want to reach back and bring them into this new relationship, right? The reach back is kiss of death. So I hope that helps. Let me know, and you can DM me if there's more questions. Birth stories surrounding pain and suffering, all too freely given. Yes, ma'am. More birth stories of the beauty, the bond, the mother and the baby working together, bringing forth life need to circulate. Shay, I agree with you. Everyone's willing to tell their tragic story. I would never. I was blessed that I didn't have one, but I would never lead with that when I'm meeting somebody, especially somebody I don't know, somebody who's first time pregnant. But you would not believe the stories that pregnant women are told, and then they're like in trauma. So hey, tip for the day: if you have a birth story that's traumatic, don't share it with a pregnant mama. Please, don't do it. Okay. Want to know what I'm chopping? Right now I'm chopping vegetables for a ratatouille that I'm making. Yeah. How can I assist in birthing? I am training to be a doula, integrating in both birth and death transitions. Oh, fantastic. You let yourself be known to different doulas, doula organizations, midwives, and let them know that you want to be a birth assistant. You can train as well. You can start training for that too. Elizabeth Davis Heart and Hands is a great facility for people who want to get a more in-depth training and they're not sure if they want to be a midwife or not, or just a doula. She's great. You're welcome, darling. You're very welcome. Okay, guys, I have got to go. Have a beautiful, blessed day. I love you. Bye.